Kia ora whānau, welcome to Journey with Us. It's been a long time, but here I am. Just been a bit busy getting my Australian citizen application and all of that bizzo done. And here I thought I'd give you an update on my chickens and show you what's been happening with the chickens. So I got the outdoor chicken coop completed, as you can see, and it has become a happy addition for the chickens. And yeah, this is where I feed them daily, and I thought I'd show you from the inside and pop in their little hole and show you from that view. So here's our eggs whānau from our chickens. We like to leave one in the nesting box so that they keep on laying their eggs there. If we take all of them, they will stop laying eggs there and jump into the nesting box above that. So not to disrupt their chicken and where they lay the eggs, we just leave one in there. So this is how I lock up the coop whānau. It does the job. Chickens are safe, so that is my compost tea I'm making there for when I eventually start my backyard gardens. I'm thinking of putting up a couple of greenhouses. And here is my naughty dog who was supposed to be in his doghouse, but has somehow managed to get past my homemade fence that I made. This is our lovely new addition that we got from our neighbour. Thank you. It feels so homely to have a dining table and a little coffee table that we have there. So I'm just soaking that whānau. That's something I foraged. They pop out a pretty purple colour. This is my new tree I brought. Cost me $10, reduced to clear. This was the last plant I brought. It is happily doing well and does not like the sun. So that's why it's sitting there. That's going to be its posse. And we cleaned up our outdoor area yesterday because it was a bit of a mess in here. And we also added the extra brown couch that the dog is on. So we had to make room. Thanks to my boys, they got it done in no time. Thanks, my boys. So I'm just figuring out how my dog managed to get out from there. But he has. And look how tidy it is in here, whānau. Oh, and we also got that drawer for free, which we will chuck our tools in there, or the boys are going to fix it for themselves. So here is a front yard update, whānau. I thought I'd show you what's going on and how everything is growing. So all these succulents I foraged around this area because they obviously liked it. And they are thriving, whānau. So I am propagating them, as you can see, and repotting them and planting them around the house. So as you can see, I'm doing a no-dig gardening concept where I place the cardboard down and I grow above the ground as opposed to digging into the ground, and growing and repurposing as much as I can. So here's my little bonfire I made so that I can put in long pieces of wood and it's easier than chopping them down. So these are my greenhouses. That was the first one I made using a single bed. That side I am going to end up filling up with compost, just like this reused trampoline. Here is my apple tree. I thought I'd add a pop of colour. And these are my solar lights that my son put up the other night, and they look really pretty at night. So there's our lavender and our succulent doing well. There's my compost garden, one of the first that I need to re-top up. Gave everything a weed, so I weeded out and put them in my compost piles as my compost bins are filled. So this piece of mesh we got yesterday in someone's organics, and I decided I'll chuck it over my garden bed. So I stapled that in. That is some capsicum under there that I thinned out from my strawberries. Those are my passion fruit right there. So this is another garden I need to refill with my compost once it breaks down. This is my super soaker that I reset up. But how pretty are the solar lights, whānau? These are other gardens that eventually I need to fill with my homemade compost. And I thought I'd show you a view from this end. I did that little brick border there yesterday evening. And these are my compost bins slowly breaking down. That is chicken manure I have to mix in there. That super soaker is inactive at the moment, but I will get that up and running again once I get an extension. Here's my baby coming to say hello and see what I'm up to. But yeah, all that wood in the background whānau, we just pulled that out of the carport yesterday. I will figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to repurpose some of those planks to finish off my raised garden bed out in the front that I will show you soon. So here we go. I'm showing you from the outside. So this is my front yard strip, I call it. So we reset the bricks there yesterday and I retightened up my fence with the yellow zip ties that you can see there. But this is what I envisioned, whānau. This is my no-dig gardening concept. So I do not dig, which is not good because I'm right on a power pole, which you will see. So instead of digging and, you know, causing disruptions for my neighborhood as well as, you know, danger for myself, I'm growing above the ground. And it's more just like a creeper to cover the ground. Some of them I'm just planting in the ground until they grow roots, and then they will be transplanted into pots. The yucca trees and the plants will either stay in these raised homemade draw beds that I repurposed. This is the barrier line between me and my neighbours that I'm creating. I'm just keeping an eye out for a few more tyres so I can finish that. So these planks of wood came from my backyard. I'm going to repurpose them and find some use those planks of wood to create the other sides so I can start filling it up with compost and let it break down like that little pile there. I will fill the entire garden bed with compost, and then I can put my wild flowers in it to create the little bumblebee haven to attract all the bee pollinators into my yard. And to be safe, as you can see, there's the power pole there. They have big signs on there saying do not dig.